got three that you forgot about. One, Rob Griffin III. Two, Cam Newton. Three, Colin Kaepernick. Now, I got a few words about Colin Kaepernick, but before I do that, I'm going to take a double shot of some Green River Kentucky straight bourbon, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we got to cut the cap. We got to quit capping out here. Because capping ain't going to get nobody nowhere.
I think that the cap thing is just so ridiculous. It's so unrealistic, and it's people that don't watch football that are talking about it. You know, that are really saying that this is a real thing. I get the report of his agent reaching out, and of course, the talking heads and national people, they've got to talk about it. But the reality of anyone realistically thinking that Colin Kaepernick, after the last time Colin Kaepernick played in an NFL game, Kevin Durant was on the Thunder and Kobe Bryant was in his last season with the Lakers. Kobe Bryant's been dead for 3 years, and before he had died, he had been retired for almost 5 years. So this is not a real conversation, is what I'm saying.
So let me for one, Colin Kaepernick, if you are paying an agent to represent you in football matters, fire him. You are taking money and you are setting it on fire. Colin Kaepernick having an agent is like putting, I don't know, 20 grand on the Jets to win the Super Bowl yesterday. It's just wasted money. You're not playing football anymore. I hear stories about Colin Kaepernick still getting up 4 or 5 a.m. to work out for his NFL dream. Stop. Sleep in. Rest. Just go get you a lift in when you wake up, man. Your football playing days are over. Now, if you want to go down to wherever you're living at, probably New York, and join a local men's flag league, they'll gladly take you. If you want to go join the XFL, the USFL, they'll gladly take you. But 7 years removed, you are no longer an NFL quarterback. This should not be a topic of conversation. This is only a conversation because it gets impressions, it gets clicks, it gets likes, it gets dislikes, it gets comments because people care about cap. But we got to cut the cap. Colin Kaepernick has no place in the NFL. Hey, let's remember, Colin Kaepernick sued the NFL and settled. Once you filed suit, your playing days were over. Once you filed that suit, you said, you know what, I'll never suit up in this league again.
And more importantly, I'm sorry to cut you off. More importantly, I don't care to play in the NFL anymore.
Exactly. So let's stop talking about it. You weren't good when you left the league. Like, you know, you talk about blackball. Do I think Colin Kaepernick got blackballed? Yes. Do I think he was good enough for us to actually truly care about it? No, not really.
To be a backup,
in the moment, I did care. And I said he deserved to be in the league. Just like I said, Cam Newton deserves to be in the league. But guess what? There are not 60 quarterbacks better than Carson Wentz right now. And he's unemployed.
I agree.
There are not 60 quarterbacks better than Colt McCoy right now. He's unemployed.
I don't think there's 60 better than Cam Newton.
Oh, getting there. There's not 60 better than Cam Newton. He's unemployed. Hey, you know what? I'm going to throw Rob Griffin a little love here. When he left the league, he was good enough to possibly be a backup. But when you start talking about somebody good enough to be a backup, we're talking about that's like a bar talking about what are we going to choose for our bottom shelf tequila, our house tequila. Are we going to go El Toro, or are we going to go Cuervo, or are we going to go, I don't know, cheap tequila because I don't drink it. But point being is, this isn't what makes the money. This is not our basic Don Julio, you know, our Terramanas, our Patrons, you know, and it's damn sure not our 1942s. It's not our Lobos double anejo. It's not our Clase Azul, right? We're not talking about Patrick Mahomes and them. We're talking about something that doesn't really make us much money. It doesn't change our bottom line.
Yeah,
It doesn't change wins and losses. So guess what? It doesn't really matter. So hey, for all you super fans who said y'all wasn't gonna watch the NFL till Cap came back, for one, y'all capping, cut the cap. For all you asking to give Colin Kaepernick a chance, no. You can't leave a profession, a young man's profession, a position that requires precision, accuracy, timing, work, film, chemistry, live bullets, and say 7 years, come back and do it. He's not going to be good if he comes back. It's going to take too much time for him to be good if he can still be good. And here's the thing. He'll get everybody in that building fired. No one's putting their job on the line for Colin Kaepernick. They didn't do it when he could have been good. So just cut the cap. Cap is over. Go do your docs, write your book, protest, grow your fro, do all the great things that you're doing off the field, because you're never getting on the NFL field as a player. And last thing, maybe, just maybe, if you would have swallowed your pride and played in a lesser league and balled out and showed people who didn't know how serious you were about football, that you were committed to football, not just the NFL, you were committed to football, and that you want to be great at football, and you would do anything that you could do to prove that you were great at football, maybe you still be playing football. But now you're doing like me and Parlay Pete. You're doing what you got to do to pay your bills and enjoy your life, but you ain't getting paid to play. No NIL for you, buddy.